You're sitting on the couch, you're watching TV.
I guess you wonder where I've been. Threesome with cousins leaves women with paternity doubts. Oh, this about to be wild.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone. Mr. Pitchford Kendricks, you opened your case to prove that you are the biological father of the defendant's 2-month-old son, Javier. You claim she is denying paternity only because she wants to be with another man and needs him to be the father. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. Well, Your Honor, I grew up in the streets of Detroit, no dad in my life, and I just want to make sure that my son doesn't have to grow up like I did.
He the truth!
And
That's a beautiful basket there. You brought that for your son once you prove your case?
Yes, Your Honor.
You say you grew up without your father.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Tell me what that was like growing up without your dad.
It was kind of stressful, like being in school and seeing all my classmates and stuff, having their parents come up there, both of them, and my mother just up there alone.
Started like this. Me and Greg met each other through, he was dating a roommate of mine. And he came over one day. We did end up hitting it off, and we was cool. Ended up having sex.
Okay, that's Three's Company, right? Y'all too young to know that show.
Speaking of Three's Company, when me and the man that I believe is Javier's father, Maurice, was getting rocky, we decided to include Greg in our mix and try and spice things up.
Oh! So how often was that happening?
It happened
Off and on for like 10 years.
What?
It
wasn't 10 years.
It happened like this, Your Honor. I've been knowing her 10 years. After I got her and we became friends, you know, I was still kind of talking to her friend.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh, you still with the friend?
yeah.
Right.
After that, you know, I hooked her up. She asked me, did I know anybody else? You know what I'm saying?
All right.
That she could hook up with.
So
we could
who
go
did you hook her up with?
Me?
Well, a half cousin of mine.
A half cousin?
Yeah, he my cousin's cousin. So.
He my cousin.
So I hooked them up.
So wait a minute. You were dating a woman, you ended up sleeping with her roommate. Then you developed a friendship with that roommate, and then she asked you to introduce her to somebody, so you introduced her to your cousin.
Yes, ma'am.
But then
Yes, Your Honor.
her and your cousin invited you into their bed to have a threesome when their relationship needed spicing up.
Yeah, like that. But she used to call me and confide in me to, like, after I hooked them up as friends and stuff, and they got it on, you know, when they have their little disputes or whatever, he be cheating and all that. She called me crying and stuff, and you know, I had to go over there and kind of help her cheer up and stuff, you know.
So you're saying you did the threesomes, but then you also would go over and sleep with her by yourself.
While he was at work, or, you know, while he was cheating.
Your Honor, that happened one time.
Because I took
It
her.
was once. Maurice was out with a friend of mine at a hotel. I called him, asked him if he would take me up to the hotel to see if Maurice was there. Like, I had a feeling that he was. Sure enough, his car was there. We ended up going back to the house. The whole time we on the way to the house, I'm thinking to myself, like,
She want to get back at him. So that's
I was
the day
wrong. I was being
That's the day I think Javier was conceived.
Conceived?
Yes, ma'am, because that's when the unprotected happened. I was trying.
I'm blown away.
That's crazy.
I was trying to respect him, you know what I'm saying? So, and wear a condom, but I kind of liked her, you know, from the first time I had seen her and stuff. So.
but
that
Oh,
night-
wait, so what are you saying? So when you had the threesomes with your cousin and her, you would wear a condom?
Yeah, for respect for him.
Because that's respect.
Yeah.
So then the night you had sex with her alone, that was unprotected.
Yes, ma'am.
it was. However, we got interrupted that time. Like, I messaged Maurice once we got back to the house and was like, I'm about to have intercourse with Greg. And, I'm sorry. I did.
Oh, I'm not laughing. I am just...
So,
She turned.
he ended up, well, we was having intercourse. He ended up messaging me about 15 minutes later and said, I'm on my way.
Probably too late after that.
I looked at my phone, seen the message. Greg immediately jumped up. Didn't even finish, you know, we was interrupted. And he ran out the house. He ain't even have clothes on. He didn't finish.
My boy ran his drawers.
Cause I want to be smooth, y'all, and I want to be smooth about mine, you know, even though
There's no way he could be the father.
Okay, there's a phrase called Detroit's finest. Y'all ain't it. Now there's a question about Javier's paternity.
Yes, Your Honor.
Because of this night and the other threesome episodes.
Yes.
And Mr. Kendricks believes he is Javier's biological father. He brought a basket. He is ready.
I know he's not the father.
You do?
I do.
And how do you know that, Miss Saavedra?
Because me and Gregory wasn't messing around in May. I conceived in May.
It was April.
Right, and I conceived in May.
Okay, let me go to my conception calculator, because you all just all over the place.
April, May.
Ugh. So Javier's birthday is January 9th, 2019. Press calculate. Conception window is between April 12th and April 18th.
Yes, Your Honor, but that's not when he was due. He was born early. He was due January 26th.
Your Honor, like I said, off and on, before the first child was even born, like, we was having threesomes then and with Javier, you know?
So you're saying these threesomes were a regular thing?
Yeah, if it wasn't every weekend, it was like every other weekend.
Every other weekend? Every weekend?
That's crazy!
Miss Saavedra, I just have to stop. Unfortunately, I understand why Mr. Kendricks would probably enjoy it. Because men can just be nasty like that.
Yeah, she want her kids she want both her kids to have the same father, but
And they do.
Why is nobody on the birth certificate then?
Because Maurice has another girlfriend at the time, and he wasn't up at the house.
Hey, bro, calm down, bro. You came there to find answers. You didn't come there to get out on her, bro. Now, she ain't, you feel me? Like, you're doing too much. You getting a little too spicy. Calm down, bro.
Mariah.
And you keep having that little smile, Miss Saavedra, and I'm thinking to myself...
Because I'm so mad and upset and hurt and betrayed and everything else, I don't know how else to express it.
She faking.
And
She's lying. I think they really don't care. I think all three of them in on it, the shenanigans. I don't think they really care. I think they just got to find out whose child it is so they can move on. You feel me? But I don't think they really care for real, for real. Because that sounded very, very fake. Now, unless she started bawling out crying after I unpaused it, she just lied in front of everybody. That was very fake. I'm just so hurt and that was fake, bro.
See, you're emotional now. What are you really feeling inside?
I wanted everything from Mariah. I wanted her to grow up with a mother. Wanted her to grow up with a father. So, with that being said, I was willing to give Maurice whatever he wanted. Whatever he wanted. I didn't want all that after that. And he knew it. Yeah, I did it when I messed up and ended up sleeping with Greg, but I didn't know what else to do at that point.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Pitchford Kendricks versus Saavedra, when it comes to 3-month-old Javier Saavedra, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Pitchford Kendricks, you are not.
Oh! No, bro! no, bro. I wouldn't have gave her that basket, bro. On my soul, she wouldn't have got that basket from me. You saw how, the way she was smart, she would never have gotten that basket from me, bro. Oh, God.